This is Aldino Prime here, and this is the first episode of Aldino's TF Talk, episode number 1. And in this episode, we're going to talk about the future of the Transformers movies after Bumblebee comes out. Now, the movie isn't out the time I'm making this video. The Bumblebee movie's not out yet, but there have been a lot of rumors going around that if Bumblebee does well, they might do an Optimus Prime spin-off film. And Transformers 7 back in like July or August just got canceled. But I believe in speculation Hasbro and Paramount canceled that movie just to see how Bumblebee does. Just to see how Bumblebee does in the box office before they make any more Transformers films. That's what I think Hasbro and Paramount are kind of waiting for. To see how well Bumblebee does before they make any more Transformers movies. Because if Bumblebee does well, then they might make more spin-off movies about different Transformers. They might make more movies in the franchise, more like sequels to The Last Night. Like Transformers 7 might come back. There might be more movies about different characters. There's been rumors that an Optimus Prime movie might happen if Bumblebee does good. But my speculation is I think they're going to do a bunch of Transformers movies. A bunch of sequel movies. Because Transformers The Last Night left open a big gap. Because if you remember at the end, Quintessa was like telling a human how to kill Unicron. So it kind of left it open for a big giant gap in the Transformers movies. So I hope they tell how in the Transformers movie universe, how they're going to defeat Unicron or how Unicron's going to rise from the Earth. It would be pretty interesting to see that in the movies. I want to see more spin-offs of, like, they could do a Megatron movie, Optimus Prime movie, an Ironhide movie, talk about those characters. Talk about the different characters in the franchise. Talk about their origins like they're kind of doing with Bumblebee. Going back, telling their origin stories. Or they could continue after The Last Night. Tell Unicron. Talk about more with Quintessa. Tell how she's the creator. Talk about how Unicron is going to rise from Earth. How the Autobots are going to defeat Unicron. Or they might team up with him in the Transformers movie universe. They might tell how Megatron survived or did not survive the events of Transformers The Last Night. That would be a really interesting thing to see if Megatron survived or not. Because he took a beating from Optimus Prime in The Last Night. Optimus Prime chopped off his arm and then he kicked him out of the ignition chamber. And we just see Megatron just falling out of the ignition chamber. And we don't see him the rest of the movie. Nitro Zeus is gone. So like the only Decepticons that survived The Last Night are Megatron. Hopefully, we don't know if he survived, and Barricade. Barricade survived, and that would be a good movie too if they do a spin-off of Barricade. So hopefully they do more. That the future is unknown of the Transformers movies. They could tell what happened to Barricade after the events of The Last Night. They could tell what happened to Quintessa after she got shot by Bumblebee and how she got resurrected to be human at the end of the post-credit scene. They could tell more about what happened with the Autobots, how they restored Cybertron at the end of The Last Night, how they used the staff to restore Cybertron without harming Earth. They could tell more stories. There's more stuff they could tell with this. But the future is unclear for the Transformers movie universe. But they've announced, maybe they've been teasing a Optimus Prime spin-off film. There could be that. Tell the origins of Optimus Prime. Tell that. There's a really good, interesting origin about him. They could tell the movie universe of it. Like, maybe they could do Orion Pax get destroyed by Megatron, getting rebuilt to become Optimus, going to the Prime, claiming the Matrix leadership from Primus himself, They could tell a whole movie about the battle between Primus and Unicron in the movie universe. How Unicron became Earth, how Primus became Cybertron, how Primus created the Autobot Matrix leadership, how the Fallen betrayed his brothers and wanted to harvest Earth's sun. They could tell so much more, but the future is unclear. I know I've said that a lot in this video, but still, the future is unclear. There's so much more they could tell with this movie franchise now. They could tell how the Fallen decided to become a Decepticon, how Jetfire decided to change size to the Autobots instead of being a Decepticon anymore. They could tell that. They could tell how they could bring back many characters. They can bring back like Starscream. They can bring back Starscream. They can bring back Shockwave. I'd really like to see Shockwave. I want to see, or they could do a Shockwave origin story movie. That would actually be a really, really good movie. It's about Shockwave. And they can go with G1 designs in the new movies. They can go with Optimus. I mean, Optimus wasn't bad. They can go with a G1 Starscream for new movies. They can do a bunch of stuff with these characters now. There's so much opportunity with the Transformers movie universe that they can go different routes with it. They can do more spin-offs. They can do more origin movies, kind of like Bumblebee. They can continue after the last night how the Autobots are going to defeat Unicron, how the Autobots and Decepticons... The Autobots and Decepticons could team up to destroy Unicron. Or Decepticons, Quintessa, and Unicron could team up to destroy the Autobots and reclaim their home world of Cybertron. And Unicron is going to try to defeat Primus. But there's so many routes they could take with the movies. There's so many routes, so many possibilities they could do. Now, if they do Transformers 7, then they could do it kind of like, it could be about Optimus. I think they can make that kind of an Optimus movie, but still keep it a sequel to Transformers The Last Night. But if they were going to do that, they should do an Optimus Prime movie. But most of these movies are just to sell the action figures, the Transformers action figures. That's all these movies are doing, all these TV shows. They're just here to sell the action figures. But they're interesting to Transformers fans in a certain way. If you're a Transformers fan and you like the Transformers movies and TV shows, like, they're interesting because they talk about alien robots that have feelings and emotions and are in a different world. They come to our world because they run out of energy on their home world and to continue their war on our world. That's how it's kind of interesting to the Transformers fans. Now, all these TV shows stuff were just there to sell the toys, but to the fans, it's for entertainment. And still, for the collectors, it's there too for the entertainment. There's so many possibilities they can take with this movie franchise. Transformers is a big franchise. There's so many characters they can make. There's so many characters they can bring back. They can bring back Ratchet. They can bring back Ironhide. Those are the two main Autobots that got destroyed early, not early, kind of late in the franchise. They can bring back all the Autobots. They can bring back Sideswipe, because we never did get an explanation how he died. They can bring back Leadfoot. They can bring back all the Autobots that got hunted down by KSI and Cemetery Wind in Age of Extinction. There is so many possibilities. Optimus Prime could use the staff to revive these Autobots and bring them back to Cybertron. There is so many possibilities they could do with this. They could bring back all the characters, starting new, but keep the same story. Tell how they're going to defeat Unicron. There's so many possibilities with this. They can bring in new Decepticons. They can bring back old Decepticons. They can rebuild Starscream. They can bring in a new Galvatron. Not like the one from Age of Extinction, kind of like Unicron did in the 1986 movie. He made Megatron into Galvatron. He rebuilt Megatron to become Galvatron. He could do that in the movies. They could go that route and bring back Galvatron, and he could have like a fusion cannon like Megatron does, like he kind of did in the 1986 movie. Hasbro and Paramount can take this movie franchise in a way that they could kind of tie it into G1, and then make it its own story. But G1, they can kind of make G1 looks. They can, if they bring back Galvatron, they can do a G1 kind of look to Galvatron instead of the one we got in Age of Extinction. They could redo the Galvatron. They could bring whole new character designs to Bumblebee, Ironhide, Ratchet. They could go G1 with those. They could bring back Soundwave and give him his G1 look. Make him a boombox. Now, we are going to see him as a boombox in Bumblebee. But, you get what I'm saying. They could bring back these characters for the new movies and give them the looks and story that this franchise deserves. Anyways, that was my talk on the future of the Transformers movie after Bumblebee. But I think Hasbro and Paramount are just kind of waiting to see how well Bumblebee does before they make any more Transformers movies. Anyways, guys, this was Aldino's TF Talk number 1. If you enjoyed these TF Talks and my toy reviews and my toy hunts, make sure to drop a like, comment, subscribe, and share. More TF Talks coming soon. I'm going to be doing a toy hunt in about a week, so watch out for that. More toy reviews. More toy reviews. More everything. More Transformers stuff. More TF Talks. Toy hunts are going to be coming soon. I'm going to be starting that up soon. Getting some more Studio Series figures to review for you guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And check out all my other videos on Aldino Prime. Later.